right, we ready to start?
Oh, we're good. We're on.
We're starting. Welcome, everybody, back to The Movement. My name is Courtney McManus, one of your co-hosts here.
It's Moose, hashtag your friendly neighborhood Moose, ready to rock.
And we are here making moves.
Making moves, all 2020, baby. Let's hit it.
So, I think this week we were going to talk about just a couple of recaps, some crazy stories. Moose went to St. Thomas.
I did go to St. Thomas.
And, I think we were just going to kind of do a recap. I know you guys love the crazy stories, and we...
This has got to be called Crazy Courtney's Story Corner.
Ooh.
Right?
Crazy Courtney's... Wait, what is it?
Courtney's Crazy Story Corner.
Courtney's Crazy Story Corner. The Chronicles
of Courtney McManus.
I like that.
Yeah, it's real, guys. I don't know if you know, but there have been several crazy things happening in the life of Courtney McManus. Why don't you hit this off? Why don't you start this off? Set it off.
I just got to start this off with letting you know, you can't make this shit up.
You literally cannot make this shit up.
You really can't. The stuff that I have encountered in the past few weeks, you really can't make it up. But
can I tell a story? No, you tell a story. It's better coming from you.
Moose specifically has told this story
like over 100 times. Like it happened, and then I was like, this is crazy. This is so crazy.
It's funny because while it was happening, I was like, this is great content.
Yeah.
So I'll just dive right in. So
we'll start from the beginning of your day.
Oh, yeah. I'll just actually tell you guys about the whole entire day because that whole day was an actual shit show. Yeah. I started off by showing a house in Stratford. It was built in 1700. So I was like kind of excited about it. I knew it was going to be obviously really old. It's in the historic district over there. So I was pretty excited about it. I get to the house and it doesn't look like how it did in the pictures. The windows are all boarded up. It looks haunted. It looks like it's straight out of a scary movie.
Yeah. So generally things built around that time do tend to.
Yeah, so I... go open the door, whatever, and I'm like gonna go check out the house before my client gets there, and I'm like, kind of creepy. So I'm standing there waiting. I'm bored, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just like take a couple steps in and take a peek around. So I walked into. You can either go straight into like what would be like one living room, or you can go left to another living room.
Right.
I go left into the other living room. Second I walked into that room, I wish I was exaggerating. I could not see straight. I was so taken over by like the craziest dizzy spell.
Yeah.
I felt absolutely awful.
Like an insane wave of nausea.
I can't explain how I felt. It was the most insane feeling. I did not feel like myself. I literally, you cannot make this up. I'm getting emotional thinking about it.
I'm terrified.
So I walk out of the house and I'm like, I'm just going to wait out here for the client. Maybe he won't even show up because there's times where it's just internet trolls that book showings with you and never actually show up.
Internet trolls, don't let us forget that other story.
Internet trolls are real, guys.
Dude, oh my God.
So I'm like low-key hoping that this guy's not going to show up because I don't want to go back in this house. And of course he shows up. He's like, this doesn't look like how it is in the pictures. I'm like, I know. So we walk inside and I'm like, all right, here we go. Go in. We're walking through the house. He turns around. This guy looks at me and he goes, I love it. I'm like, no, like, come on. He's like, I love it. I'm going to get proof of funds for you to put in a full cash offer on this house. We're walking through the house. We go to the attic. And again, I felt so unwelcome in this house. I felt so awful in this house.
Can't even make this up.
It literally felt like someone was squeezing me so hard that I could not breathe. Literally, I don't know how else to explain it. It was insane. So
terrifying.
Leave that house, and he's like, I want to put it in full price offer. And I'm like, great. That means I'm literally gonna have to go back to the house.
Inspection, final walkthrough.
Like, okay, this day can't get any crazier, right? So, and this is like a 9 a.m. showing. So I'm like, all right, done for the day. Go to show these other clients who are also.
Part 2, Courtney drives to Bridgeport.
So I go to Bridgeport for the next showings, and we all know how good of luck I have over in that side of the state. Go to show these other they're investors. I've never met them before, and I could tell that they're kind of like they're not sure about me. I'm young. I'm a small girl to begin with, so I look a lot younger than I am to begin with.
Right.
So I could
tell.
Don't
be fooled by the chairs, guys. She's only 4'11".
I'm 5 feet. I could tell though that they were like really weren't too sure about me to begin with. So I'm like, all right, I really gotta be on my A game for these guys. So we get to the first house and we go inside and the alarm goes off. So I call the listing agent and I'm like, hey, what's the alarm code? Like, what's going on?
Right.
So he gives it to me. I type in the alarm code.
Mind you, the listing agent is one of our agents. We work with this agent. He's
so it was
part
a
of
yellow
Yellow
brick. It was a yellow brick listing. Wally used the listing
Yeah,
agent. I'm sure
Wally.
he doesn't mind that we dropped his name.
We're dropping your name, Wally.
I'm sure he was expecting this story to be told on here. But so alarm goes off. We put in the code, go through the house. They love the house. Doesn't cross my mind, hey, the police were probably called because the alarm went off. Didn't cross my mind at all.
It got turned off though, so why would they?
Mind you, also when I show houses to total strangers, I never close the door behind me. I always leave it open no matter where I am, and maybe lesson learned, I probably shouldn't do that in Bridgeport anymore. But yes, I do leave the door open when I'm showing a stranger a house.
It was Brooklawn, which is a mile away from Fairfield.
Yeah,
by the way,
it's not like a terrible part of
not a
Bridgeport
bad
at
area.
all. So whatever, we're in the backyard, done with the showing. I have my back facing the fence, and I hear this crazy, almost crashing noise through the fence, and I turn around. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it's a police officer. He has his hand on his gun, on his belt, and he's like, excuse my French, everybody, put your fucking hands up, put your fucking hands up, hands in the air where I can see them. And we're all like, oh my God, what's going on? I'm like, I have my yellow brick folder in my hand. I'm like, yo, I'm a real estate agent. What is happening right now? And he's like, did you come through the front door? I was like, yeah, we came through the front door. What?
Can't fucking make this up.
My clients are looking at me like, what the hell? I'm like, oh my God.
Oh God.
So he takes his hand off his belt or whatever,
Holster.
and he goes to his little walkie-talkie. He's like, it was a real estate agent. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So I'm closer to the house than he is at this point. So he's walking towards the house. So then I turn around to walk towards the house, with him in a way.
Right.
He, again, excuse my French, he's like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't go in there. They all have their guns drawn in there right now. I was like, yo, what are you talking about? He walks in the house before I do. I follow behind him. 3 other cops in there, all with guns in their hands.
All guns.
They were like, do you know where you are? You left the front door open. The alarm went off. You are so lucky you weren't in the basement. Who knows what could have happened? It's dark down there. I'm like, oh my God, guys, I'm so sorry. I always leave the door open when I'm showing strangers homes, and didn't cross my mind. I put the code in. I'm sorry. It should have crossed my mind. They're degrading me in front of these new clients, and I'm oh, these guys, they're definitely this girl has no idea what she's doing.
But think about how ridiculous that is. There's a sign out front.
Yeah, there's literally a for sale sign in front of
A
the
for
house.
sale sign out front.
I had the keys in the doorknob.
Key
which
in
again,
the doorknob.
probably shouldn't have done.
But still,
also,
you're in Brooklawn.
Didn't cross your mind the house is for sale and maybe someone's showing it.
And then there's 4 officers, all with guns drawn, to take out the robber, who is Courtney, and the other 2 clients that are chilling. What?
So I'm trying to laugh it off because it was kind of funny, but it was also super serious.
Oh, it's funny now.
Cops were pissed. They were not having any jokes. Crossed my mind to be like, yo, do you guys want to take a picture for my podcast? But no way. They were really not happy. So then
oh God,
I'm like, all right, guys, we're gonna go to the next showing now. Bye, Bridgeport PD. And they're sitting there waiting for us to leave. I'm like, oh my God. So we leave, go to the next one, and I'm like, guys, I am so sorry. I've never had that happen to me before. And they were luckily they were these really cool guys from New York. So they're nah, Courtney, it's cool. You're one of us now. You fit in with us. I'm like, thank God that you guys didn't just be like, this girl has no idea what she's doing, and just drive back to New York, because probably anybody else might have done that. But,
it's so ridiculous.
So. Really even funnier full circle is they ended up putting a cash offer in on that
exact house. Yep.
They loved the house.
Yep.
The incident did not affect how they felt about it at all.
2 all cash offers on the same day that you were getting haunted, along with getting guns drawn in your face.
Literally, both of those houses came with full cash offers at the end of the day. So.
The Chronicles of Courtney McManus, everyone. Can we get that?
You cannot make this shit
Literally
up.
Can't make this shit up. And I'm not even...
It's better than getting my ass beat, though.
It's definitely better than getting your ass beat.
I will take guns drawn by police any day over
they're lucky
getting my
to
ass
shoot
beat.
you when you're...
Although I did get a good settlement from that girl. So,
it's just so... It's so crazy, because the other thing, and just to bring it back, what happens if I was there?
That's what I called Moose right after. I was like, dude, thank God that you weren't there, because big black guy in that type of situation, nothing good's coming to that.
It's a wrap. But you know where I was? I was driving up to my showing, so my day actually. It's definitely not a crazy story, but it's actually kind of funny. But we met this guy off of Realtor.com the other day. And I'm calling him as I was in St. Thomas, and I'm like, oh yeah, going through the motions, like talking to him, whatever. And in my head, I'm like, yo, I'm driving up to Windsor, and it's an hour away. I'm like, I wonder if this guy knows I'm black. Because a lot of times. Oh my God,
I forgot about this.
He
calls me. He's like, do you think this guy knows I'm black? He's like driving up to.
Yeah. Because it's an hour away. And like, there's like an hour away from New Haven. It's an interesting country. So I get there and I'm like, damn, I really don't think. And I'm walking across the lawn and a guy comes over from the side door. He's like, what are you doing? I was like, hey man, it's me. It's Moose. Yeah. And he's like, oh, fuck. He didn't say that.
He hates black people.
Well, it's super funny because I was wearing like a red suit jacket. It was like pink, red, or whatever.
You looked like Magic from L.A.
Exactly. I had Magic. I had a entire chain set. I put my bling on, but I walk in the door and dude, the guy's like not trying to make eye contact. This ends well, dude. I got the listing and he's a buyer right now too, but he is not making eye contact with me. Just being like, not taking you serious. Not taking me serious whatsoever. And then he made a comment. He was like, yeah, if we had a Republican inside office, the mill rates in Shelton would be so low. I was like, yeah, man, you're right. Opens up. He's like, yeah, this guy knows what he's talking about. This is good stuff. This is great stuff. Going around to the room. Again, I don't care political wise. It doesn't matter to me. The only color I care about is green. So if it comes up, I'm not going to sit there and be like, yeah, I don't support Trump, which I don't care. But so we get there and you can literally get if you support Trump that heavy, you can join the Trump Pence Make America Great Again club.
Yes. And
you get literally a certificate that these dumbasses pay money for. Sorry, you're not dumb. You're really dumb. So he ends up having this massive plate, and we go into the master bedroom, and positioned between both of his red MAGA hats is this Trump Pence thing. I look down. I was like, hey, looks up. I'm like, man, that's a really nice closet over there, man. And he's like, yeah, you like that? It's like, I did it myself. Like, got the listing, going back. He's coming down for coffee. We're friends now. Real estate, bringing people together, guys.
You guys are boys now.
We're homies. He just texted me, actually. He literally just texted me.
So, got the listing. But you got to make the best of it. Like, if you know going in that someone's already, not too sure about you.
Right.
You really got to come in on your A game.
Exactly.
Be ready for them to have those pushbacks. So, Good job, Moose.
Thanks, Court. You too, Courtney. Up top.
Hell yeah. All right, but I think we're done with Courtney's Crazy Chronicles and Moose's
malicious content now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that. So, but tune in next week. We're going to have a couple star guests next week.
Yeah.
So keep your eye out for that. Might be someone you know.
Ooh, breaking it down. Making moves.
Thank you, everybody, for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, telling everybody you know that the movement is in fruition.
The
ball is rolling.
The ball is a rolling, mother.
We're out. Deuces.